Hi everyone, this is Michael Phoenix here. My actual real name is Paul Schock, but when I started up a Valley and Beyond almost 6 years ago and published my first book, I adopted the name Michael Phoenix for a few reasons. Rose from the ashes of one life and started another. It's my professional name anyway. The whole purpose of this GoFundMe is, like I said, I've been doing May 18th will be 6 years since I started up my first online magazine media outlet, and Surreal ValeCity, and especially in 2019, um, is becoming more of what it was originally designed to be. ValeCity, by the way, was started July 4th in 2016 at the Wawa Welcome America Festival in Philadelphia, but it was originally designed to be a more serious and uh, more kind of news and fact oriented on media outlet versus a Valley and Beyond, which was more entertainment based. And the reason for this is, I don't know about you, but the more I see the media, the corporate media, the more I realize that at times they get away from just stating our facts, which is a very high priority for myself and Vale City, is to present only the facts and let you make up your own mind whether or not you believe one side of the story, the situation, or whatever, and do your own research into it. Another main purpose of Surreal Vale City uh, is to support independent authors, artists, whether it be painting, artists that do painting. Coming up in May, it'll be the first time for myself and any other media outlet to attend a dance theater performance up in Brooklyn, New York. You know, art, music, whatever. And currently, for the past since it started is, especially over the past year, is I try to feature various crowdfunding projects, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, etc. Now I really want to kick that up to a new level and actually possibly even donate about between $1 to $5 to some projects to help them out, or again by attending different events that they may be having or involved with, and covering them. Now the third, and probably this is probably the number one priority, is to make a difference in our world and people's lives and our community. And Vale City does this by uh, covering events like last year was the most major event that I've covered to date, which was the overnight walk for suicide prevention down in Philadelphia. Covered the Out of the Darkness walk here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. In, I believe it's June of this year, I will be going up to volunteering for and covering the overnight walk for suicide prevention in Boston. Now, and also currently right now, one of the main reasons for this GoFundMe is this also keeps the roof over my head, at least for the next couple, hopefully for only for the next week or two. My only source of income. It's one of those where it's also my main source of survival. I literally dedicated almost 6 years of my life and everything in it to evolving on first the online magazine and now the online media outlet. And I've received media credentials for several events so far. There's a growing list of serious media credentials, including all the way back in 2016, the Clinton campaign, White House press corps credentials 2 times to cover former President Obama. Recently, unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the flu back in January. Playcrafting's annual BIT Awards up in New York. Um, this past weekend, I just didn't have the money to go to it. The Philadelphia Fine Art Fair received the media credentials, couldn't make it, possibly blew it for next year. We'll see what happens. But it was just one of those where I just didn't have the finances to make it. I know I shouldn't have applied, but I thought I did. Something came up, and you know, something with the health came up in between the two, and just couldn't do it. But you know, the basically what the funds will be used for, and like I said, at least honestly for hopefully the next 2 weeks maximum, is part of the funds will go to keeping a roof over my head and my own survival, so I can keep doing this, trying to make a difference in people's lives so ValeCity can keep trying to make a difference in people's lives, our community, and our world, to try to get them, to try to get continue to do the job of reporting the facts, trying to state all sides of a story, not just one or two, and be a very serious news media outlet, and continue to grow in that. One person does, when you look at the website, one person does it all, period. That's it. You're looking at them. The website design, the articles, doing the press releases, the social media, everything. And believe me, can be at times a 24/7 job. So I know it's something I chose to do, and I continue to choose to do, but it's something that I very much believe in with my entire heart and soul. Uh, you've the funds. I'm going off a campaign expert. I'm also reading this. I try to be, I'm always on it, completely honest and upfront about everything, and I need to, every dollar counts as soon as possible. May 18th coming up I'll be attending and covering an event by Playcrafting in Manhattan, and going from Manhattan to Brooklyn to cover. I received comp tickets thank you to Dance Company and the founder, to cover the event, to cover a dance theater project in Manhattan, first time in my life. And because of the timing, I'll actually have to also tack on the hotel, which I found out the hard way is not cheap up in New York. It's just, and I mean, as far as like what the support will mean to me, every time you share this is another chance. The campaign, every dollar counts. Every time you share this, it's another chance that somebody out there might donate even a dollar to help ValeCity grow into what I believe, into what I dream, what I hope it can be, and what I truly believe is its fullest potential, which is in the next possibly even 2 years expanding to have 2 locations here in the United States. And I mean, honestly, you have no idea what just sharing this campaign, what even a single dollar donation means to me, because that means that ValeCity can grow and help others, help indies, help people. Suicide prevention is personal and one of the top priorities. Very big with ValeCity. Violence and domestic violence, the homeless. There's so many ways that it could expand and grow to really make a difference in people's lives. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for sharing and possibly donating. You have no idea. Words cannot express what it means to me.